Let's do bore side. Calibration. It's somewhat decent data, but when I go to the edges of the screen, it is struggling. It is definitely struggling. If I sat here and did it a few more times, it would get slightly better. But maybe it's best if I do this and just show you what's happening. So my next step is I got my sequence in, so I go along to recording. I've got my 6 runs. So I open up my stimulus. It's all ready to go. Shimmer's back. And I'll just go ahead and record a run. See what it looks like. So start record. Go up to the top left, and that's always off the screen. Top right tends to be off the screen a lot. Bottom right, usually pretty good. Bottom left, usually pretty good. This is a good example of it looking distorted. I can't quite get it up to the center, and it has some strange activity at the bottom. I'll talk about it at the left. And the top right and the top left tend to be right on the screen. We've calculated those. So I'll just quit recording on that and move on. Kate Moss, and I'll start recording, and again, it looks like, I can't quite get to her eye. That's what I'm looking at. It's definitely off. Looking at the mouth, that's all. I'm looking at the nose. Can't get to the fingers. This is a bad one. I would normally give up at this point and do a recalibration and then get it to a decent state. But it's nice to get one just off the cuff that you can have a look at. So anyway, getting down to the next one. Go ahead and just start recording again. Not too bad, I guess. He's off, because I'm trying to look at his eye. There we go. When I move my head a bit, I can get in there. And it's actually looking a bit better. Still a bit low on her, because I'm looking at her eyes and I'm not getting them. He's okay now. So the upper right has actually gotten better, whereas she is seems to be drifting on the left half of the scale. Again, this is more of a worse-ish case scenario of what I've been getting. So I'll just stop that and move on. Lady Gaga usually gets me some good results, but then it tends to look a bit more distorted in the PRZ and the heat maps. So it's here, whereas here I'm looking at the eye and I'll pretty much get there, although not today. I can move around and it all looks, it's reasonably sensible of the data, even when it's bad, like move quickly on. I never seem to do too well with this one, not at all. Just start this, and I'm looking at her eye right now, so it turns out it's near the mouth. So I think I'll probably just give up on this one. It seems to have drifted right down. The whole thing seems to have been dragged down. Maybe by the magnetic track, I'm not sure. And I'm being a bit sloppy on this one. Just kind of want to see it, but normally I will be quite still when I calibrate it. And I'll get, decent-ish results, but they're always a bit off. And I'll just do Mother Teresa, which is never really seem to get a good result on either. And, oops, I didn't click the last one. Let's start again. Again, I'm being a bit sloppy, you'll have to forgive me, but I just wanted to show you, stage up until this, of what I've been doing, and see if there's any, large steps missing. This, I'm not making any good results at all, so just quit that. I'll go here and save off the data. Okay, 106. Okay, finish. There we go. And I think that's all I do there. So just pop into PRZ, which I can open up my sequence. Well, open up an element file, which is a registration. I'll open up the my last recorded data, which is oops, yeah, 106A, and funnily enough, it looks kind of okay. As you can see, I'm getting in the center there, even though it's low. I'm getting in the bottom left and right, but sometimes you can see that, as in the bottom left, there's a pull where I can't get all the way to the left. Top right is pretty much off the screen. Top left is what was off the screen a lot of times, but you can see one's in there. Go back into another element file. Now we've got Kate Moss is a good one. Again, you can see everything's pulled to the right. We've got the images, the scan fixations are not on our eyes. They're offset to the right. Everything's offset to the right, including me looking at her rings in her mouth. So that's not quite worked. And I'll open up another one, the Chinese girl. It looks kind of okay, except for the fact that I was looking at her eyes, and it seems like I'm looking at her cigarette. So over the space of it, it seems to be a bit of a pull on my, again, seems to have dragged down the viewpoints. But anyway, I'll send you this fixation file. It's a pretty rough one, and I'll see what you can make of this, and hopefully we can get somewhere with it. Okay. Cheers, Ricky. I'll talk to you later. Hi, Ricky. Yeah, I just got your email regarding the pupil and corneal reflection images. I just wanted to show you what I've got on the screen. So this is me just putting it on and having a brief adjustment. There's my settings. I've got 48 on the pupil and 80 on the CR. I'm in quite a bright room. Seems to work quite well. I've got a nice black on the corneal reflection. Hit Trek active. I've definitely got, you know, some steady targeting on those two. So I don't think that's really the case. Also, what I'll show you is I'm quite close to the transmitter. Hopefully you can see this. So I'm literally, you know, sitting here with it when I'm tracking. I don't want to get too close, obviously, because I know it doesn't work at a certain nearness, but I think that's probably optimal, and it certainly has worked out to be optimal for getting the best data at the moment. So, you have some ideas. All right, cheers.